What up? I am back to talk Love Island USA, Season 7, Episodes 3 and 4. And we will start with Huda, however you say her name, and Jeremiah. Still learning the names. We're only a few episodes in. It's going to take me till next week at some point. We're going to call her Huda for now. She finally dropped the secret on Jeremiah that she has a kid. And like I said, after my review of the first two episodes, I was pretty certain that he was going to take it well. And he kind of did. It was not my favorite thing that he then proceeded to talk about how this could basically get them a win to the end if they stay together. And it was kind of in that moment that I became anyone but Huda and Jeremiah must win this game. Because it feels after that statement like it's just a game to Jeremiah to get the money. And on the other side of the coin, Huda has become very annoying to watch. She's saying her secret is that she has a baby, but the real secret is she's kind of batshit crazy. And this is more seen in today's episode, and we'll get back to yesterday's episode 3. I don't really have a lot to say about yesterday's episode other than a little thing about the challenge they did. But today we had 2 new bombshells arrive with today's challenge, and I believe their names are Hannah and Amaya. Well, Amaya chose Jeremiah as her main person. It was the bases game. Picked the guy for first base, second base, third base, fourth base, and fourth base was Jeremiah for Amaya. And Huda was acting like she is the worst person in the world because she chose Jeremiah as her main person for a challenge. And the thing is, I could understand this if this was later in the season, if they had all this time together. But after 4 days, Huda is acting like this is the most terrible thing ever been done. I just can't get behind it. The jealousy is too much, and I wanted to like her coming into this season. But after yesterday's episode with the whole Olandria drama, I feel as though Huda isn't being authentic completely, because I feel like she just wants to be the Leah of this season, and I feel like the producers want her to be too. And she enters the game with Olandria and Sherry, and this is the girl with the 2 black friends, and Leah was the crazy one from last season. And I know everybody loved her and all that, and I didn't dislike her, but she definitely got on my nerves many times last season, and Huda's already doing the same thing. So it is looking a bit suspicious to me in that respect. But the worst thing is her jealousy today with Amaya. Just calling her an awful bitch because she played a challenge on Love Island, and Jeremiah didn't even play into it that much. He wasn't into the kiss because either he is playing the game because he wants to win the money, as he stated, after Huda told him about her baby, or Jeremiah is just as toxic as she is. That after 4 days, they act like they can't do anything with another person. I just can't do a whole season of this is my biggest problem. It would be one thing if they were coming off as likable in the situation, but they're not. Even Serena and Cordell, who were the popular couple that won last season, and Serena tried to stand on her business, but during challenges, you still have to do your thing. This is the show. So I just don't know. I can't get behind Bella's not Bella, sorry. I was thinking about Bella because Bella actually played the great game today for once. But I can't get behind Huda's extreme jealousy right now. It's too much. I'll get to Bella because I really do want to talk about her. But going into last night's episode 3 real quick, and the challenge where Austin's revealing these big numbers of people that he slept with, and while I do believe that he sent many a nudes in his life, I don't buy his extreme number of people he slept with, because why does he have absolutely zero chemistry with anyone in this house? I feel like he lied about his numbers to get on the show, because someone who's just that much of a ladies' man wouldn't come onto this show and have absolutely no chemistry with any woman yet. There's been a total of 8 women that have entered altogether because one got kicked out, and he's had chemistry with none of them. He's 0 for 8. And Shally is telling him that they only have friendship chemistry. And while he's right in saying that the best relationships can come from friendship, I am a walking, talking friends to lovers trope in real life. So that is true. But Austin, he just ain't having chemistry with his women. And I just don't believe his numbers from the game yesterday. And that was just kind of my main takeaway from episode 3. But one of my other main takeaways from today's episode 4, was Belle finally playing the game. I said after the first episode that some hardcore Christian women end up being the biggest freaks, and I think Belle might just be that. And also, like I said before, I don't like to sit here and act like I'm just the kissing expert. But watching the kisses, Belle is one of the best kissers in the house. So her holding off on not kissing people in today's challenge, kissing everyone, she went off. And I did find it funny that she ended up kissing Charlie first after this whole time of Nick's the person for her. But that's the way the game was set up too. But it was still funny because Nick did end up leaving her for Cierra. So that was it was kind of petty that she got to kiss someone first besides him. Now, this Nick, Belle, Cierra love triangle, I am kind of enjoying it because Nick's pretty funny. And I do think now that Belle has actually started kissing him, he is actually torn now. Because, as I said after episode 2, he did just choose Cierra because someone was finally kissing him and giving him some love, not just him getting kisses on a cheek. It wasn't going to work. But now that Bella's playing, I kind of like her. But I like Cierra too, so that's going to be tough. I don't want one of them to be the first people kicked from the game if that's what's going to happen in a recoupling. So that wouldn't be fun. I would hope it would be one of these 2 new bombshells. It's not looking good for Amaya if that's the case, but Hannah's pretty boring too, but it seems like Charlie and Hannah are going to have a connection. I don't know why we have to lose a girl first, because there's some guys that could definitely use getting kicked out of the house. Austin, who has chemistry with nobody. As for Austin's couple, he's with Sherry, but she wants Ace. I never even talked about how Ace and her knew each other before this show. They had met one time in New York or something. So they have this prior connection. Ace is acting like it's faded, but I still don't believe Ace is there for any real reasons. He's there to play the game, taste a little bit of everything. So it's crazy. I have these opinions on the opposite end of the spectrum where I don't want to root for Ace because I don't feel like he's there for authentic reasons to find love. I just don't. He's too young. But it's hard for me to root for Jeremiah right now because he's just him and Huda are just so into each other after 4 days. And then his win the game comment today, didn't love that. So there's 2 people on the opposite end I'm not liking. So right now I'm enjoying the Nick love triangle with his 2, but I don't want one of them to go home is the problem. And of course I do like Taylor and Olandria. Olandria has been kissing up on Ace a lot too. That does seem to be the other person she is into. I don't really think anyone else is into Taylor though, so that seems like Taylor's only couple for now. But they do have great chemistry. They're both goofy, both entertaining. In episode 3, Olandria played off her and Huda getting kind of into it, saying she didn't mean it the way it came off. I still think Huda was being overdramatic about it either, and I think it was fake. I think it was just too early. I'm a girl's girl. We're going to be just like season 6 because I'm a girl's girl, and I'm Leah, and you guys are going to be my Serena, and whatever else her name was, Janae. I love Janae. Don't know why I forgot her name. Yeah. The season is lacking the authenticity that last season had, which I figured was going to be a problem coming in, which is why the cast chemistry just isn't hitting like last season's did. But it is still entertaining, and I'm going to keep going and watching for now and talking about it. But I don't know how long I could do the Huda and Jeremiah show and the toxic energy that they are really starting to put out there. It's a lot. I can't do the jealousy this early over the challenges. That's the show. And that's what the Bombshells come in to do. Like, Hood is bringing the energy like this is Casa Amor, and she's been with Jeremiah for a month. But it's been 4 days. 4 days.